They always run when they're happy and first get turned back out.
All right, so here we are in the thoroughbred world, but they're also performance horses, loved ones. I mean, these are members of the family. So we bring you the Cieaura chip.
Yes.
Tell us what your impression was, and what do you think after this period of time?
Well, my initial impression, of course, is how could this possibly work? And then I put it on myself, put it on my back, and within probably 15 minutes, I got relief from the pain. So then I tried it on a horse.
You know, that if something hurts, you don't run. This knee hurts.
There's a 5-degree difference in the temperature here than the temperature over here.
And 5 degrees is significant?
Yes. Starting at the top and opening the meridians between this long tendon that runs down the horse's leg, crosses the knee, and goes all the way down. We're going to come back and check Charlie in 24 hours. Well, they just look like two different horses, really. So then I thought, I really need to do a study on this with thoroughbred horses.
So how did you design the study that you did?
Well, first I chose a veterinarian that I thought would be credible, which is Dr. James Kenny. And I chose 5 horses that were racing that had major problems.
And I had 5 horses that I was using the chips on. As in the horse business, you go to bed sound and you get up lame. I was on a horse that was fine. He was going to race on a Friday. This was a Thursday. He was fine. I put him in the stall after training, and got back that afternoon and looked at his pastern. His pastern between the ankle and the hoof right here. There are 2 acupressure points, one here and one here, that you could feel. And I put one in each spot and did them up in the sweat. And usually it takes 2 to 3 days to get a horse's leg down to normal. But the next morning when I took the bandages off, that leg was down to normal. He was able to race that afternoon.
24 hours? How significant is that?
It's pretty significant. I had never seen anything work so fast. Drug-free, they interfere with no medication a horse might be on. One day was all I needed for these chips to work this wonders with this particular horse.
And the horse raced?
Yes,
wow.
And finished 3rd.
And everything is documented, and it's public record, so there is no room for an interpretation or an opinion because the race times are there.
The workout times are published in the racing form and also on the internet for each horse. And then, of course, during the actual race, that chart is an official record.
What is your assessment of the chips?
Oh, I'm a big skeptic of everything that anybody brings in initially, but I will say we tried sweating it, so we tried heat, we tried cold, we tried a variety of, your standard prescription methods. When Cecil put the chips on, the next day the swelling was gone, and I was ready to chalk it up to, well, it was just the proper time in the healing process, and I was ready to just go ahead and say it was a coincidence, but consistently every time we use the cold and the heat, which is your normal prescription for it, you get a moderate amount of solution, and every time he puts the chips on it, it completely goes away. So I can't say that it's a coincidence anymore, really.
And you couldn't feel the crease on both sides of the tendon all the way down. We put the chips on him last night, and this morning when we took the bandage off, the legs were down real tight, and there wasn't any fluid in his on the sides of these the creases on the side of these tendons.
I mean, it's a notable difference, and it's documented. Come on, big boy.
Okay, so got it?
Off into the sunset.